Mana mana. Mana mana. Mana mana. Mana mana. Mana mana. Hello and welcome to Backbone Bites with myself, host Jimi Longmuir, and a very special guest, a very good friend of mine that's became pretty much family, all the way from Dalkeith.
Mayfield,
Dalkeith, Adele, Birkmyre.
Hey!
How you doing, Adele? You alright?
Alright, aye, it's good to see you.
And you, man, and you. We've actually been talking for about an hour before we started recording, so hopefully we've still got a wee bit of chat left.
Okay, and I thought I'd hit the big times. He took me to Greg's for my lunch.
I didn't even say.
Aye, exactly. You did offer though.
I didn't know for a start, right? But we were actually just sitting on the steps of the famous
Hunter Square.
Hunter Square steps, and it just looks weird without the food court. What you see about the Fringe?
No, it is. It's good though. It's a beautiful day in Edinburgh. Looks amazing because we are in the most beautiful city in the whole world.
But you did try to blindside me at that point. You said Edinburgh is the best place in Scotland, isn't it? And I said, I'll give you August.
No. And what did I say to you? How many cities have got a volcano and a castle in the city centre?
With a whole city of people on the other side of the country hoping this castle falls into the volcano.
Not going to happen.
How have you been? How's things? How's life treating you?
Good, aye, good. It's been really good. I'm just back for doing the Glasgow International Comedy Festival, which was really good. People in Glasgow are lovely. They're right up for a laugh, and I absolutely love doing it.
And I'm just going to say, when the lights cut out there wasn't a terrorist squad in from Glasgow forcing Adele to say that. She said it freely and of her own will.
Aye, honestly.
Well, I actually really wanted to get to your show on the 31st, but I didn't manage to make it. But then you came to Lincoln Laughs.
Aye, I came along to see you, my wee pal. This is the guy who discovered Adele Birkmyre, by the way.
No, man, you're always saying stuff like that, but you discovered me, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, first time I seen you, I knew there was something different there.
Special.
Special, and I'm not even going to qualify that. I'm just going to leave it like special. Yeah, but honestly, you were a special Olympian. No, but I knew that first night in Thistle, man. Your stuff, the way your delivery, your connection to the crowd, it was just all there from the very first time I saw you.
It's mental because my kids had got me a comedy course for my birthday, and it was always my dream to perform at the Edinburgh Festival. So that was all I was ever going to do. I'd done the comedy course, performed at the Edinburgh Festival, and that was it. And then, as people ken, I suffer with chronic pain 24/7, and I was in a really bad place. And then I went to an organisation called Thistle, who really helped me and helped give me back my life, helped save my life. And so when they wanted me to do like a charity night, a comedy night, I was kind of terrified and didn't want to do it, but obviously wanted to give back. So I couldn't believe that the guy whose comedy course that I'd done, he basically says, just put a post up on my page, and then like 8 comedians came along, gave their time for free.
I don't think I seen that post, right, but I think I got that gig during the Fringe.
Right.
From, I think it was Donna Landy that told me. And
Maybe, aye.
Donna Landy told me, and then obviously it was December.
Aye.
So it was a good while away.
Aye. And I always remember everybody who came all the way along, running up to it, you were like, is there anything I can do to help? and I was kind of like, no, it's fine, and we've got this. But I just really, really appreciated, because I was like, oh my God, Ken, because I didn't have a clue what I was doing, setting up a comedy night,
No, but I did get the sense that in that group chats I recall, I did get the sense that you were committed to it. You had a really strong work ethic. You were doing a lot of things that I personally wouldn't have thought of, but there was also a side of it that you might have needed a wee bit of a push or a help, or just a wee bit of sounding board from it. You know what I mean? But it ended up an absolutely fantastic night. We're going to talk about it in a minute. So I've got pictures to prove it.
It's crazy. It'd be interesting to see how far I've came, because sometimes people just see me sort of appearing at the Edinburgh Festival, and they're kind of like, when did you start doing comedy? And it's like, I've only been doing it for a wee while, and I only do a few shows a year, like where you guys are out gigging all the time, and I just try and keep pushing myself, because all I want to do is make folk laugh. That's all I want to do.
Magic, isn't it? That's the joy.
I just think that this world, sometimes you turn on that news and it's so depressing, and it's just great to hear. I just love hearing people laugh, and it just it's amazing.
I like being at your gigs, because you don't have to make people laugh. It's quite an experience.
Aye, that you're no used to it, yours. I'm only kidding.
No, but you really get the crowd in absolute convulsions of laughter, and a lot of the time your set's structured, and you've got actual jokes in there, but you really get the laughter rolling in a way, just with your personality. And I'm still at the stage 5 years into doing comedy where I can't let go. I need to stay within the structure. You're slagging me earlier on for still having jokes in my last night written in my hand, and it's still doing that fucking time. But it's taken me a long time to get the confidence, and I think I'm starting to get there.
It's hard. It's honestly getting up on that stage and trying to make folk laugh is the hardest thing I've ever done. And honestly, see, sometimes like
you're absolutely fearless. You're absolutely fearless.
But see, like my close family and friends ken that before I go up on that stage, I am absolutely shitting myself. And sometimes I think if there was a fire exit door, I would be away out. You'd be shouting, "Oh, here comes Adele," and I'd be like, maybe to be seen. But no, but once I'm up there, my wife always says that she kens everything's got to be all right, and I'm like, I'm glad you do, because I didn't. But I've always wanted to just be me. I've never wanted to be anybody else. And I love that when people come to see me, they're like, "Oh, Adele on the stage is the same person that's like if we're out in the pub, out in the garden, having a beer in somebody's house." And I just always want to be that. And folk will say, "Oh, you're a comedian, well, tell me a joke." And I don't tell jokes. I just tell stories, mental stories about my life and stuff, because real life's funny as anything, And there's some shit that happens in real life that you think, if people are like, "Is that really a true story?" And I'm like, aye, because they just think that's mental.
Well, I've been in the fortunate position of being there at a gig where somebody that is in the story was in the crowd.
Aye, it's mental.
And they were essentially getting roasted and absolutely
Okay, honestly, I get people messaging me. This is God's honest truth. They'll message me and say, "I'm going to sit in the front row. Will you make sure you slag me?" And I end up like, I just totally forget. Because it's just like, I think, why do folk want you to slag them, eh? And then I didn't intentionally mean to slag anybody. I just like having a laugh and I carry on. And then like sometimes the things folk come out with, it just then leads on to another story. Because like I did my festival show last year, and my number one fan, Callie, she came along to 10 shows out of the 12. But although you've written a show, there's never the same show twice. Because I think it depends who comes and what you get blaring about, and then, oh my God, I go off and all different, all different. I didn't ken where I'm going with what, and then I'm like saying to the audience, "What was I saying again?" But I do, I love it. I love making folk laugh.
Well, that pretty much brings us to a perfect point where we can start to look at the memories of making people laugh.
Oh, brilliant! I'm looking forward to this, because aye, no, definitely, aye.
So here we are on the first picture, which is the first gig I ever met you, the gig we were just talking about, Thistle Foundation, December the 3rd, 2022.
2021.
2021? No,
aye.
No, 2022, sure.
No, it was 2021, because we've done 3 or 4
December
twats.
2021, yeah,
Aye.
Right, aye.
See, you were trying to be a smart arse there, because you couldn't remember the date earlier, eh?
No, it's because it's December, I was thinking.
No, you had the date right, and then your thingy day.
Anyway, what's that you're wearing in the box?
Aye, so because when I went to Thistle and I loved them so much and they gave me my life back, saved my life, I said to them that I would put a sandwich box. I don't actually care what you call it again, like a sandwich board.
Sandwich board.
Aye. Over my head and walk up and down Princess Street with it, but because I can't walk that far, I just ended up making. Well, actually, it was really cool, because I had got this big box, and my wife, when I got up in the morning, my wife had made me an I Love Thistle and made it all glittery and sparkly.
And this is the same gig?
Aye, and everybody who helped me at Thistle's name was on it, so it was really nice. Aye, it was great.
Did we sign it? Did Dak sign it as well?
I can't remember. Honestly, can't remember. But it was everybody at Thistle, whose names got put on it, and there was also a number that you could. Like donate, and it was also getting broadcast to all your family and friends. Even my cousin in Australia got it, and you paid like so much money to charity. Aye, it was great.
So that was the first time I met you, and then it was a good night. It was Campbell Glazer was on, Nate Boffey no longer does comedy, Chris Ashworth no longer does comedy.
Aye.
I think Lady Shona was on as well. And
honestly,
you,
aye, I can't. There was
that
a
was
bit.
you were hosting it as well, weren't you?
Aye, it was, well, no, I wasn't actually. We got, Thistle got a lassie in to host it, a comedian, and
I think maybe Shona that was hosting.
Aye,
it's moved
aye.
on to Granny Giggles.
Oh,
I think it's the first gig you done for me, man.
Aye, that was the 1st of February,
It was Susie McCabe
2022.
headlining.
Aye,
that was a cracking gig, man. That was excellent. Nicky Motion open.
Aye, it was really good.
Aye.
It was really good.
It's always quite hard to get photos in there, man, because of the lighting.
Aye, it's a nice wee pub. I mind my wife Linda, she loved it in there. She thought it was like sitting in somebody's living room. But God, it's mental seeing all these photos and how far you've came, because like some people just see me on Facebook and I'm doing a show and they're like, when did you get into comedy? So it's crazy seeing all these photos.
But who else was on that night? Oh, Stephen Catlin was on that night as well.
Oh, don't ask me, my
Stephen
memory's
Catlin's on with
shite.
the big dog head.
Oh, aye. It's because I didn't think that was. How do you pronounce his second name?
Catlin.
Oh, that's what it is.
And there was the headline on that night, Susie McCabe.
Oh,
absolutely
aye.
smashing it. She just won the Spirit of Glasgow award from Sir Billy Connolly himself.
Right.
Get a tattoo to prove it.
Oh, brilliant. Never knew that.
Look at all the smiling faces there, man. I mean, not that many of them, to be fair, but...
No, she's funny. She was good.
You're right behind her there, man.
Aye.
So is Linda.
Linda and my niece came along. My niece Nicola came along to that gig. Oh, I remember being terrified. But I remember all the women sitting at the table. They all loved it. It was their kind of comedy.
It's a really, really good night.
Just talking about real life.
1st of February 2020.
2022, aye.
It's nice to get you to keep my calendar for me, since I can't remember dates or years already.
Right, I can't mind what date it is, never mind the dates.
I really liked that room. I know it wasn't like a separate room for comedy, but it was a nice room.
Aye, it was.
Really good atmosphere, just the crazy eclectic decorations.
God, where's this?
This is Trigger Warnings, Glasgow Comedy Festival.
Oh, March 2022.
March 2022, either the 8th or the 9th.
Oh, I can't remember. That's right, aye. Aye, it was, that was the night that Linda's cousin and that came to see me.
Yeah.
Her cousin Elaine and Tom and my pal Ali and that, they came the next again night. That was the first time any of them had ever seen me doing comedy. But when you think about it, like, I can't believe I was doing the Glasgow Festival, and I think that was only like my 3rd ever gig. It's quite mental, I think
I've been doing Trigger Warnings there every year.
Have you?
I've done 3 this year.
Right.
It was every Wednesday. The middle one was quite quiet, but it's always a lot of fun. Oh no, the last one. It was the last one that was quiet.
I met a lot of nice folk there. That's where I met Richard. Oh God, I can't mind the say. Tench, Claire.
I just done the Lincoln Laugh, right?
That's right. Claire, what's Claire's second name? Michael. And Andrew. Is it Duran?
Andrew Dunnan.
God, I'm shite at names. I'm shite at pronouncing things. Aye, well, aye. God, that's good. Is that the same night?
I think that's the next night.
Next night.
It might be. I don't know. I just pulled the pictures from the file.
Oh. I remember like the room, just the laughter. It was just like
It's a nice room.
It was just amazing.
And Peter Byrne, the detective's always bang on for comedy.
Oh, it's great seeing these photos, honestly, because you take hundreds of photos, but I've no, because it's just good. My wife takes loads of photos, and it's great to just make memories, sadly my nana passed away in 2020, and I just think the power of photographs and that for memories and that's brilliant to have.
And that's the one I was just talking about, the doubled up, because I think I dropped your stick or something, I kicked your stick away from you or something. Like, that's right, you fucking idiot.
Aye,
Just
aye.
doubled up laughing before
Aye, kicking away
the
your stick
microphone.
for a disabled person, Pick on somebody your own size, Just because I'm funnier than you, you've got to kick my stick away. Yeah, thank God I'm not in a wheelchair, They've probably pushed me off the stage. What have you got on there? Oh, I thought that was like, the ponchos that you wear like when you're at Blackfield so you don't get wet. It's no, I think it's just a light. Aye, no, I think it's just a light.
But I'm actually doubled up laughing now, man.
I've got quite a nice bum in that photo. Is that Lorraine taking photos of my bum?
I think it was Chris Wright did that.
I see, Chris Wright, I thought it was maybe your partner, Lorraine. Where are we now?
Well, moving on, and we're in Alexander's.
God almighty.
L-shaped room, we had Obi hosting, and Ben Kavanagh, McMurphy, D. Maxwell headlined, and Chris Wright was on that night as well.
Aye,
I think that's the lineup. That was a fun gig. It was a hard gig.
Aye.
I'd done shit.
Mind that old boy there, He was an old bugger, in his 90s, and he was shouting out to that boy, "Oh, you're shite," and the boy was great. He's an old bugger,
The thing is, that's the problem with the L-shaped room we were talking about before we started recording.
Aye.
L-shaped rooms are just hard.
Aye, it's no good. You need
need-
everybody in front of you.
You need to start cordon it off or make it theatre style or something, but you can't have people going round.
Aye.
Because they're always going to talk when they can't look at the comedy.
Aye.
Always.
No, it was, aye, God almighty.
Again,
I can't honestly believe like how little, like how I was doing comedy, but how little experience I had. I think I can just stand up and play the shite for Scotland,
No bad now, man. Same as Disney shows it isn't finished.
Oh God.
And that's Atlantis. I think that's the first night. Atlantis.
Oh, that was a great night. Aye, that was
really
great.
Busy, Frank Kavanagh was on again. I think he was headlining again.
Aye, that was
Chris
good.
Wright was meant to do that, I think, but couldn't make it.
There was a really nice guy who went and done a wee video for me, just telling everybody how great.
I can't remember his name.
Oh, neither can I. But
I've just seen Adele Birkmyre and I've had a glimpse into the future of comedy. All right, mate, man.
No, it was really nice, honestly. I love when folk come up and talk to you after a show. I actually make a point now when I do a show. I like to go to the door and thank everybody for coming. And I love just folk coming up and chatting to me. And I'll always have that. And I'll always love to hear what folk are saying and the stories about how they've just had a good night and had a right laugh and they're going away happy.
No, it was a really good night. Well, you opened that time and I got you to close the next time. Which I think is this photo.
Ah, right, aye. Yeah. God almighty. Driving up and down the country. You forget that you've done all this,
I know.
Aye, no, it's good to see. They were lovely folk at that. That was a really nice room. Nice
it wasn't
room.
Quite so busy the second one though. It was only like 30 people or 40 people.
Aye, but they were nice. Aye, but no, it was good.
But it's kind of like Granny Gibbs. It's a bit of a hard room to get control of, and you're essentially invading the pub if you don't have a separate room for comedy.
Aye.
But sometimes can work. But most of the time it's a struggle to get attention,
I must admit, my favourite nights are when you've got a room that's for comedy and it's at a comedy venue. I do love all that, Ken, because when you're doing nights like this, it's like, but I'm glad I've done them because they're learning curves and stuff. And but it's hard to stand up in a pub and just do comedy, especially if folk are just coming out for a beer and they didn't even ken that comedy's got to be on.
This is the one with John Robotham out in Kirkcaldy.
Aye, I mind
the venue.
Neither can I.
You, Obi, Ian Pringle, Chris Wright.
That's right.
And a guy whose name I can't remember, who was from the other side there.
Aye, I can't remember. That was for the charity. It was for the people for Ukraine. Aye.
Charity, yeah.
That was the first time my mum and her partner Jim came to see me doing stand up. She had sort of heard what I was up to, but hadn't seen me. You make me look no bad, looking If I get famous, you can take my photos.
I'll take the credit.
No, it's mental how a photograph brings back so many memories. That was a great night. Aye, it was really good. It's mental. Right, where are we now? Where are we now? Oh, is that the same night?
That's the same night.
Wait,
So
wait.
that one you're looking great in. First night's clearly not happy at your joke or something.
No, it's like, what's she
You're sitting
smiling
there
at?
looking innocent.
Oh, I like Chris. It was good seeing him
I
at
know,
the.
I'm only joking, look at his face.
It was good seeing him at the Glasgow Festival
Aye,
last month. But he's looking at me as if to say, "What are you laughing at?"
I was hosting the weekend. I've done a good job as well.
I know it was good. I didn't realise that Chris wasn't in comedy because I've not really been
Well, he
through
had
in
been down for a
Glasgow.
while, but he got back out and started gigging at the festival.
Right.
And we were gigging again.
No, that's good.
As often as he can, because he's a great joke writer.
Do you ken, I wish I'd actually tell him, because that night was the first time I'd kind of, he does like the wee one-liners and stuff, but that night he was actually just standing doing comedy, and I thought it was absolutely class what he had to say, and I actually never got a chance to speak to him because there was always the comedy going on, eh? Oh.
And this is before we even started, I think, or maybe the start of one of the gigs at the Boteco de Brazil with Mark Robertson gigging it up for 3 out of 4 twats.
Oh,
and there's your mother-in-law, wee Granny Annie.
Aye, front row, eh?
Yeah.
Can you know 100 dogs abuse, eh? Aye, God, I love that. I love doing 3 to 4 twats.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I was using background comedy. The background design was that picture.
Oh, right,
altered,
I didn't.
Made more blurry, and just so the microphones where the backbone logo was.
Right, I didn't realise. But I loved doing that. Loved doing that with you and Brian and Craig. It was. I remember being so terrified because the first night I was opening the show, and I remember I came out and 3 times I said like my opening line, and then I couldn't remember the rest of my show, so I went backstage, got my laptop and came and put it there, and I sort of read the first thing, and then I shut it and was like, right, I've got it, and then I carried on with the show, and everybody thought I was joking, and I genuinely just totally forgotten. Everybody was like, that's hilarious. Aye.
I think that's the first show, but I don't know. I think that one is the first show.
Oh, God.
I'm in the Blondie t-shirt.
Aye. Can't honestly remember, but I couldn't believe it. And I remember everybody laughing and saying, oh, that was hilarious that you pretended you forgot. And I was like, I never pretended. I totally didn't have a clue. But
we never knew much of that. I mean, it turned into a really finely tuned, really great show. But it took us the first weekend to get there.
Aye,
you know?
aye,
we didn't have Craig until the second weekend either.
Aye, that's right. Because
Bob Walsh and I think Silas Chabot's on it as well.
Because you've got some memory for folk, eh?
It's photographs.
I remember the first weekend there was somebody different every. Aye, that's right. Aye. And this is because after the first day, I remember you made me the headliner. Kept telling everybody I was the star of the show, and I was like, "There's no I in team." We were all as good as each other.
But I knew you'd managed to get shift a lot of tickets for it.
Oh God, I worked so hard.
I was just paying deference to that.
Backstage, just messaging folk and letting folk in, and
a lot of people are coming from Dalkeith.
Aye, oh, the support, honestly. The support, aye, Mayfield. Well, Mayfield, Newton Grange, Goldbridge, Woodburn, Dalkeith, Pennycook, Monarigg. No, but honestly, see the support, like, I'm no kidding. Honestly, like, folk have really got behind, got to feel quite emotional, but folk have really got behind these, and the support's been absolutely phenomenal. And I just can't thank folk enough, Ken. And folk will say, oh, they're coming because you're funny. But it's just like, I just think the support's been absolutely amazing.
Well, there you are, it's different things as well. I don't know. I think that might be the same shot as the last one. Doesn't really matter.
Aye, I do, honestly, Ken, but aye, that was good.
Photographs of that room filled to capacity, like about 85, but I couldn't find any of the completely full room ones.
Right. Oh, it was great.
I just kind of throw these together, slideshows, and let it almost random. Do you know what I mean? So it's not, I'm not like specifically trying to spin a narrative out, but I just want the memories. There's
my pal for school, Chiz. Her name's Carol, but I call her Chiz, and she cracks up, but I don't care. I've called her that. We met the first day of high school, and it's just mental. It's mental, all the folk that, like, for school that have came to see me, for all different jobs I've had, even for fat camp. I went to fat camp years ago and folk came for that. But I
There's
just...
you two trying to come back out and get the mic off. And I'm like, no, man, I'm already getting chin for time with this show. 10 minutes over as it is.
Ken, honestly, that's a nightmare. I hate that when folk are, when a show maybe starts late and then it runs on and then I do shut up and it's no good. I'm getting better with my timing.
I put a 5 on, I'll get the mic after me.
I see him. Mental. Oh, I mind there was India, I felt so bad. Mind it ran late and God, what's the guy's name again? And it was his show. Ronnie Black. I felt so bad, but it wasn't even my fault. Mind it was you couldn't get all the folk in city doing and seated and for the bar and it was a nightmare. But I felt so bad.
That picture, man. I actually did seek out that picture.
Aye.
I was like, no, you're not getting the mic.
Should have just gave you a kick in the nunchakas and took it back over you. Oh, look at that photo.
That's one of my favourite.
Aye,
that's my Facebook cover photo.
That's a great photo, yeah. Us, we're partners.
Craig was hand, as he said at the time.
Aye, Craig was with Pam. Pam and her 5 pals. I know, that's a great photo. We all look so happy. I could never have done that show without you 3 guys, honestly. The support, the cuddles before the show. Oh, God, the support, it was just great, Ken and the E's were there, eh? And God, Brian's went on to get engaged.
I know.
That's mental, eh?
He's actually talking about gigging again in
a
couple months.
Aye.
But he's talking about coming back out.
Aye, I was talking to him and stuff, and I hope he does, because it was...
Great.
Aye. He was, good times, eh? And there's your Lorraine, she's quite funny too. Our wee hang, she puts up on Facebook.
The TikTok.
Aye. No, the TikToks just puts up like posts. Like, aye, she hates a Monday. Monday's going back to work day.
That's the last show.
Oh, God, aye.
That's that t-shirt you got me for my 3 years clean.
Aye, God. And
actually, that's the last time I put anything public up about being clean.
Right.
Because during the Fringe, I just don't want people coming up to me and going on about clean time.
Aye. Do you not like them again that you have a bath once a week?
No, I wouldn't be thinking of a bath once a week. It's actually once a month. No, it's just one of those things where people come up to you and they'll talk to you about it and they'll go, so did you have a problem? And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm celebrating 3 years clean, so obviously I've had a fucking problem. What was the nature of your problem? Oh, fuck off for a bar, you. Do you know what I mean? Stop being so angry.
Stop being so angry. Chill out. That's something to celebrate.
I know, but during the Fringe, I see so many people, you know. It's just the same conversation over and over.
Oh, Ken, you're getting a big star now.
I was really touched when you got me that t-shirt.
Aye. And a key ring. Oh my God. That was a bloody night that I did wrong comedy. Oh my God, what a bloody wake-up call that was. Mind Craig, he was pissed.
He was so drunk, he kept dropping these notes.
Mind him balancing on the front of the stage, and I was just waiting on him, queuing ever.
He came into the Globe Bar the next night, and he's like, oh, missed the gig last night, but I'm ready for tonight. Right? You missed the gig. Right, number one, last night was the last night. You went up.
Oh, could you not even remember going up? Oh my God.
It and there's no gig.
Oh my God. That was so funny. Like,
normally
when folk are drunk, they really annoy my happiness, but he was so funny. He was just...
It was a great show. It was a great gig. Amazing. It's a shame we can't remember a single fucking solitary second of it.
No, did nobody record it for him? No.
I had somebody.
Oh, there's my wee cunt hat.
That's 2022. I took pictures of you, but I don't know if I've edited them.
Is that no 2023?
2023, that's what I meant.
I was going to say, because I remember my pal Ross bought me that hat. I say bought me that hat, he never really stole it out of Let's Rock. Oops.
I got by the Saturday and I came down to get pictures on Sunday. And, I got some performance photographs, but I couldn't find them for this. I'll get it for the next podcast.
Well, no, aye, definitely, but I know that's my wee hat. It's just, it's no cause I'm a cunt, it's just that's my favourite word. So, and then my best pal, her favourite word's cunt too, so her husband went away. He did buy her the hat, and he was thought he had a good deal because it was £15. He got it for a tenner, where her brother knocked it for nothing. But if anybody wants to get the police involved in that,
It feels as if Lorraine's missing for that photograph, doesn't it?
aye, I reckon. What's going on? Christ, where's that? Oh,
That's
that
the
was
Lincoln other night.
the
That's the Lincoln
Lincoln.
other night. You never performed, but I still got a photograph of you with him.
Aye,
Yeah,
aye.
the Glasgow Comedy Festival.
Aye, I'd been up for 2:45 in the morning in pain all night, and I just couldn't even think straight. But it was good to see everybody. And God, I look rough there. That's what a night on the. I take to say I've been up for
It's that light as
2:45.
well. The light's behind you, so it's your face is in shadow.
Oh, so you're deliberately taking
No,
shite
it's-
photos of me?
No, I just wanted to grab a quick photo on the night.
Aye, no, it's that was a good night.
Fun. It went from 7 till 12 though. I mean, it was 5
Aye.
hours, and it was essentially for me. It was the same gig.
That's why I had to leave because I was so tired and.
I made a point when I seen that you, Lauren, and Kirsty were all leaving at the same time. I decided I'm going to get the mic before they go, and then be like, "Oh, all my favourite people here, all my favourite comedians are all standing up, putting a fucking check."
Oh,
Just
Ken.
as I take the mic, is that a coincidence?
No, it was just that's a nice photo.
That's my favourite. Honestly, the emotions that I had when I seen you and Linda walk in, I was so happy, man. I was so happy.
Aye. No, that's a good
It was a
photo.
long festival. It was a bit of a tough festival, but I'm glad that I've done it this year, and I'm looking forward to going again next year with a few tweaks and trimming of the fat. And, but I learned a lot this year, and it's some really good times, man.
And I think that is what it's all. We're all learning together, eh?
Aye.
Ken, you for a sort of promoter side, me for a comedian side.
Oh, I mean, I'm actually a performer too.
Aye, well, aye, I forget that.
It's because I'm taking photographs and putting on gigs as well at the same time.
Aye, I forget about that. But I do, honestly, I do forget that you do that. But aye, no, it's good.
The performance is actually why I do it. Do you know what I mean?
Aye. Aye, and that's
developed
it.
some side hustles to carry me through as well.
Crazy, eh? But I know that is a good photo. That's been really good going through memory lane.
So we've looked at the past. What about the future? Que sera, sera. What does it hold for you? What does it hold for me? How's your future looking?
Well, I'm doing my second female solo show this year.
Right here.
This year.
It's been advertised all the way through, so I hope you've read it already.
50 years of crazy shit. I turned 50 back in February, as you can. You're invited to my party, but you didn't come. You
I had a funeral that day.
Oh,
aye. We
aye.
did.
I'm only kidding.
I really wanted to come. I really wanted to be there.
Oh, it was a good night. But aye, so I'm doing 50 years of crazy shit. I just think that turning 50, you kind of reevaluate your life. And I just think of some of the shit that's happened in my life in the last 50 years would be quite funny. So
you've certainly done a good job of making it funny so far.
Aye. Tell you, I'm not getting what was it? Interviewed with Parky. I was wondering, I thought there he's on his phone.
No,
honestly,
it's the time.
This interview started at 1 o'clock and it's now 3:05. 3:05. Thinks I've got nothing better to do, which I haven't. But I know, so
I know, I said I'm not Parky and you're not Billy fucking Connolly.
They want to be fucking Billy Connolly. Only me and Billy Connolly have got in common as
oh, Billy Connolly, I absolutely love you. I'll tell you that much.
Oh no, I like Billy Connolly. But I didn't base myself on anybody, I'm just me. Aye. So I'm doing this back to the advertising of the show.
That's we're gigging it up. And,
50 years of crazy shit, we're gigging it up at Boteco de Brazil. Same place I've been the last 2 years. And I can't even read what that says, but it's New Life Kitchen and Bathrooms who have sponsored my show. For I'm in the Fringe book this year in the Fringe app. So I'm actually dying to get a wee copy of
the brochure.
The brochure to see my photo.
I mean, I'm not going to be in the brochure this year. I'm not going to register till June the 3rd.
Right.
But oh my God.
Oh, that'll be my nana. She's just letting me ken that she's here. I was like,
I think I might just leave that in, honestly. But I'm not sure the brochure helps that much because you see people cutting about with the brochure looking bamboozled, like properly bamboozled. It's like a phone book. And it's even bigger than the phone book is now.
Aye. The thing is, there's like over 3,000 shows a day.
But it's nice to be in there though.
Aye, and it's nice that the guys and they promised me last year if I'd done a show this year that they'd sponsor me. They've stuck to their word. So I'm on every Friday, Saturday, Sunday at Boteco de Brazil. Friday the 2nd of August
Yep.
till Sunday the 25th of August. I can't actually believe I remembered that. And I'm on at 4 p.m. and that's not because I'm shite. I'm on at 4 p.m. because that's when my pain's at its best.
Yeah.
So
I know, because I'm constantly trying to book you these days. And you're like, it's like a supermodel saying I wouldn't get out of bed for less than 2,000. I won't work past 7 p.m.
Honest, I swear to God. See, after 8 o'clock, the pain in my legs is horrendous. And I've tried today the gigs and going up and down, and it's an absolute nightmare.
I get it. And I think you personally are in exactly the right place.
Aye.
For yourself now, no?
When I first went into comedy and I said, like, it's all comedy late at night, and they were like, aye. But it's been amazing because every year at the festival I've been either 4, half 4. So, and it's great. And folk, let's face it, when they get to our age, folk there want to be at all hours at night. They want to be, Ken, no, I'm 50 now and we want to be tucked up in bed with our toast and tea at 10 o'clock.
I'm going to take a wee tiny bit of issue with that, because I'm fairly certain I've seen you in pretty much half the town of fucking Mayfield jump on the 25 at the kebab shop at 12:30 at night. So it's not every night they want to be in at 4 o'clock.
No, but no.
He's like a wee swallow in a party.
It's not the 25, it's the number 3 that's my tour bus that we're on.
Oh, I thought it was 25. I don't know why I thought the 25.
No, the number 3 is my tour bus. But I know, we're no Ibis, there is the odd night that we're allowed to. And I think, see, if you're having a wee swallow, that helps with your pain. But the thing when you're doing the comedy and you're travelling up and down, you can't have a wee swallow, so you've got to be having the car, and the pain's just a nightmare, which is shit, because, God, I really wonder where, sorry, getting out emotional. Sometimes I wonder where I would be if I wasn't struggling with my chronic pain 24/7. But do you ken what? I'm managing to do it. It was always my dream to perform at the Edinburgh Festival. So the fact that I'm now the 2nd year in a row bringing my own solo show that I've wrote myself is just amazing. So it is what it is.
Maybe 50 years of crazy shit, 2 years of crazy fringe.
I think I've got
3 years if you include 3 or 4 twats.
The only thing is, I'm not going to be able to get the 50 years of crazy shit all in, so I'm maybe going to have to do like a part 2.
I don't know, that could be like the ultimate fringe show, right? This is a concept show. It lasts exactly 50 years. We're going from Fringe 2024 to Fringe 2074.
Aye, oh, definitely.
I'll tell you what, somebody would probably budget that. Like could stand there talking 50
I've
fucking
probably
years.
got about 50
And I
years
can
of crazy
guarantee
shit.
there's some performers that have tried to stand there talking 50 years. There's probably still a guy for like 1987 cornered than now.
Oh, it's mental, but aye, so it's good. So that's, and then God knows where after that. Do you care what? I just take every day as it comes, and I'm just enjoying what's happening. And what I love more than anything is like all my family and my friends and all the people in my local area and surrounding areas, the support and the, honestly, like the love and everything that I've been shown is just amazing. Because you guys all ken how hard it is for me to do this shit. So, and I love making you all laugh, and I love that you've come along to have a wee laugh. So So I actually reckon what all my mates and my family would do now if I wasn't in the festival, because we kind of spend every weekend in August up there, which is really good.
Yeah, no, they're always great shows, man. I caught the ender. I caught about 20 minutes on the Sunday.
What, in my happy pants?
Happy pants, and I hadn't actually been getting on that well with Mark, but I told him something that had happened the night before. I get accosted in a bus stop with a fucking lunatic, and she was trying to cause arguments, and then ended up India, my stepdaughter, was right behind me. And I didn't know India was in town. And then all I heard from behind me is India just pure flying into this lassie. And I'm like, you can't, I know she's shouting at me, but you can't fight her. I told him that happened. I can't remember how it came up, man. And all the kind of fought and all the rest of it had it just disappeared out his eyes. And he was like, "Are you alright? Are you alright?" And I'm fine. He was like, "Go take hundreds of photos. It's alright, man." And fucking big hugs and all the rest of it, man. And it was a real nice moment, man. And then I took photos of you. I'm like, "There's the guy that discovered me, fucking Jimi Longmuir."
There
And I was so
goes.
fuck. I mean, I only seen about 20 minutes of that show that year. I wish I'd got to see a whole hour because honestly, you're absolutely phenomenal, man.
Oh, thank you.
And you're always going on about I discovered you or whatever, man. But you discovered yourself, man. Do you know what I mean?
It's just
You've grabbed every opportunity that's came your way and you've made the absolute most of it. Your work ethic is outstanding. Your talent is phenomenal. And and Alexander McNair was talking about asking you to do the Falkirk at the Lincoln the other night, and he's like, is she that good? And I was like, Anakin Skywalker. Which I don't know if you get the Star Wars reference,
no,
but he was,
I didn't.
well, he had quite a great deal of the Force.
No, because he did message me and saying he
Aye.
wanted me to be a headliner,
Aye.
but honestly, it's like, I really, I sometimes feel bad saying no to people, but I've had to realise like what's keeping me at my best, Ken, and it's just the nighttime comedy is just a nightmare. Like I say, with the pains in my legs and my back, and
I would if I was you, I would shoot for some opening spots, but
mm,
and just saying, look, you appreciate being offered headliner,
aye,
because you are good enough, and you know, make sure you've got a big head when you say that. But you'd much prefer to open, and you're a strong opener because you're a very
aye.
strong opener. You really set a good tone, and it would get you out there more.
Aye, I can, but it's like I say if all I ever did with us is do the festival once a year,
Aye.
then that's kind of think that's massive. Like I was putting up yesterday about my post about the festival and that, and I was like, I had wee tears in my eyes and I got quite choked up, and I was saying to Linda, Ken, I can't believe like that I'm doing my own show at the festival. Like it's absolutely mental, Ken. I'm just a wee lassie, a wee country pumpkin for Mayfield Dalkeith, and it's just mental. It's absolutely nuts. I've been going to the Edinburgh Festival since I was 17,
Right,
33 years, and so to actually be there. And like this year, to be in the Fringe book, Ken, it's like this is stuff that dreams are made of.
Aye.
It's just mental. Ken, use cunts for Glasgow, use the Ken about the Edinburgh Festival, but it's a kind of big deal in the world.
Oh, I know. I was thinking I would like to see Glasgow get even have even half the cultural impact that the Fringe has got, but it's going to take us a good while. But I mean, the Glasgow Comedy Festival this year was good. There was a lot to work on. There was a lot to work out. There's a lot to for especially acts at my level. There's a lot for us to work on, but I think we'll get there in the next 15-20 years.
Aye, Edinburgh has got the festival, like they ken exactly what they're doing.
Do you know what I mean? It's ingrained in the city now.
Aye,
it's ingrained in the city's character.
And you get people saying, "Oh, I hate the Edinburgh Festival," and it's like, really, Ken, people from all over the world. Like I used to drive a black cab in Edinburgh, and people from all over the world come here to this beautiful city. Yep. The nicest city in Scotland.
Well, in August, I'll give you August, I've told you.
No, all year round. And honestly, it's amazing. And it's just like, can just come out, get a beer, just go and see somebody. Come and see me. Come and see me. I'm on every Friday, Saturday,
and the
Sunday.
day that you go and see her, come and see me at Cocktail Mafia at 11:30 for 3 out of 4 class.
Aye, see 11:30 at night. Too old. There's two folk that are coming to see me. Too old
I'd like to get back to Glasgow after that. Fucking megabus or some shit. Come on, man. And I'm 47.
You'll be sleeping on my couch. 47, is that all you're, Jimmy? Oh, I'm joking. It's a grey hair. No, it's making you look distinguished and handsome.
I'm not gonna. I'll just leave it there. But Adele Birkmyre, 50 years of crazy shit. 2nd to the 25th of August at Boteco do Brazil. We're gigging it up, and
mind only Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Only Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yep.
Aye, because that's hard.
Zoom in and you can see the exact dates.
Aye, zoom in. If you click on this wee barcode. It'll take you right to the tickets.
I think they might struggle to do that off the TV screen.
Well, feeling that, just go into my Facebook page and it's up that.
Adele Birkmyre, it's been an absolute pleasure, as it always is.
No, he's a cutter. I'm a hugger. I'm a hugger. I'm a hugger. You take care. See you on August.
Mana. Mana. Mana.